gold is one of the few items in the world that can maintain its value. And I think what it says is the financial system is very vulnerable to some kind of event where people lose trust in currencies, as they are losing trust in currencies. I mean, if you and I were to sit down and say, what do you think the incidence of people losing trust in currencies has been, going from 8 to 9 to 2010 to, you can just see that people are losing more and more believability in currencies, and we have all these printing things going on all over the place. I mean, essentially unlimited in Japan. We even have Janet Yellen, who might be the next chairwoman of the Fed, suggesting we shouldn't even put a termination date on the printing anymore. So I don't know why people can't accept that there is a serious vulnerability in the financial system as we see it. The fact that we accept that you can just print money and buy bonds, it kind of blows me away that the bond market just wants to play the game. They want to, fade the Fed and not really deal with the issue, well, are we ever going to get real money back? And I suspect they won't get real money back.
Obviously, you think there's going to be some sort of collapse or some sort of calamity. What's your time frame?
Well, Greg, you can't tell because, we nearly had a situation in 2008 when Lehman went down. And the Lehman event is a very unusual event relative to recent history. And the unusual thing about Lehman, it was a liquidation. They allowed it to liquidate. So we got to see what things were really worth in a liquidation. And it nearly took the system down at the time. As the rumors going around where we were in hours of closing down the banking system, credit was seizing up. You couldn't get credits to ship goods at the time, and we had to have the TARP and TALF programs initiated. Since the Lehman event, the central planners have learned we cannot allow a liquidation anymore. Ergo, Fannie Mae was put in their conservatorship. Freddie, AIG, Bankia, Dexia, all the banks that fail on Friday nights in the States are always taken over by somebody. So there's never a liquidation allowed, because a liquidation, I think, would truly determine what assets are worth in the environment we're in today. And it's not allowed to happen. Now, how long you can keep doing that? Keep papering things over. I mean, we keep papering over Greece now. We're papering over Spain. And the minute Spain and Italy were having troubles with their interest rates, well, along comes Mr. Draghi with his ONT to kind of delay the recognition of the real problem. When it ends, I don't know. All I know is that people have to deal with the facts. And like I say, what's my safest alternative here to make sure that I can preserve my purchasing power? And if I had to, compare owning a government bond, a 10-year bond that yielded 1.5%, or owning gold that's gone up on average over approximately 15% every year for 12 years, including this year now up 11 or 12. I mean, that seems to be, to me, the most obvious choice that people should